Ghosting after a first date is not uncommon. But it's a pretty lame way to end things. If you have recently ghosted on someone after going on a first date, and now want that person back in your life again, then this article is for you. Ghosting someone is the worst type of rejection. It leaves the other person feeling confused and betrayed, which makes it almost impossible for them to respond positively if you ever decide to reach out again. These scenarios sound familiar and you want that person back in your life. Keep reading for these 15 tips about how to get her back if you ghosted her first.
1. Take responsibility for your actions. After ghosting someone and not saying anything for a few days, weeks, or even months, it can be really awkward. Both of you probably feel like the other person has disappeared from your life. But if you want her back, an apology won't cut it. You need to take responsibility for your actions and make amends to win her trust again and prove that you're serious about having a relationship with her. If you read this article because you need insight on how to get back your girl after ghosting her, then we're on the same page.
2. Reach out to the person you ghosted. You can reach out to someone you ghosted to let her know you're thinking about her. This will show that you care and mean that you would like to try to start over and be friends again. You can also apologize for the way you behaved and ask her if she would like to get back in touch with you. This can help the person whom you ghosted feel that you care about them. Once a ghosted person has received a message from you, they might be more likely to consider talking to you again. Let's face it, initial conversations with women can be tough. However, you can turn a potentially awkward moment into a moment of connection simply by finding common ground with them. I learned this technique from Kate Spring. She's a best-selling author and is considered to be one of the best dating coaches in the world.
3. Be honest about your feelings. If you ghosted her and want her back, the first thing to do is to be honest. If you can't be 100% honest, you're only hurting yourself. Your honesty should start with admitting that you've been ghosting her and should continue with explaining why you did it. If she didn't understand or was hurt by it, tell her how you feel about it and apologize for being so careless. If she was upset, apologize for that too. Don't make excuses or try to justify your behavior. Be respectful of her feelings and apologize for causing any upsetting moments during the time you were together.
4. Listen to what they have to say. If you ghosted a woman and want her back, then listen to what she has to say. It's important to show that you've taken the breakup seriously. That means you should apologize if possible and do something to acknowledge the breakup. You should also take a step back from your phone, social media, and other distractions for a few days. This will allow you to reconnect with your emotions and make sure that you're not completely shutting down. You can even invite her over for some alone time if you're feeling nervous about seeing her again.
5. Make a plan to meet up. If you ghosted a girl, she may be feeling anxious. She may be trying to figure out what she did wrong. This could make her feel even more upset and confused. To help her calm down, spend some time together and get to know each other better. Try going on a date or making plans to meet up in person. You can also send her a text or email to let her know you're thinking about her and that you'd like to get back in touch. You can also make it easy for her to contact you by setting up your phone so that she can easily reach you through calls and texts. Make things as easy for her as possible so she feels confident in your ability to stay in touch with her. I mentioned earlier what revolutionized my dating game, relationship expert Kate Spring. She gave me some excellent tips on how to attract the women I want to date, and importantly, how to attract them on a level deeper than most men do.
You'll be armed with a few effective tips to start using straight away, perfect if you can't wait any longer to get through to her. 6. Take things slow. If you want to get back in her good graces, then taking things slow is a great idea. The first thing that you should do is make sure that you're not being creepy. Taking things too quickly can scare her off. It's also important to keep the conversation light and friendly. If you do this, then she will be less likely to think that you are calling her just because you're bored or lonely. Also, try not to make any new friends until after the apology is made. This way, she won't see anything suspicious and will be more open to hearing your apology when it comes along.
7. Be patient. If you ghosted her, and want her back, then it's definitely going to be difficult. You need to be patient. Ghosting is a major offense, so you can't expect someone to be on board right away. But keep in mind that it's not a personal attack on you and don't take it too personally. Ghosting is quite common and it happens because people are busy in their lives and they don't have time for relationships. So wait until they feel really ready to get back in the game and start showing interest again. It could be weeks or even months before they do, so be patient and hang in there.
8. Keep your promises. Making promises to someone is a big deal. If you decide to ghost, it's important that you keep your word and do everything you can to make things right. You don't want to be seen as a liar and a cheater, so make sure that your actions back up what you say. Ghosting is a huge no-no in this situation, but if she wants to give it one more try and invite you back into her life, then go for it. Ghosting can be incredibly hurtful, but if it has led to her canceling plans or not contacting you, then at least you know where the power lies.
9. Don't ghost again. Ghosting is when you end a relationship by just not responding to texts or calls. If you want to get back together with someone, don't ghost them or they'll think you're not interested in getting back together. Instead, show them that you're interested in hanging out or going on another date by asking them out on one yourself. If she still doesn't respond after several days, then it's safe to say she doesn't want to get back together with you anymore. But if she does respond, it might mean that she's really into you and wants to hang out again.
10. Be understanding. In most cases, you didn't mean to do it, but you were under a lot of pressure and couldn't handle the situation. That is where understanding comes in. If you know how she feels, you can show her that you're sorry and try to explain why you did it. This will give her an opportunity to feel like she matters again, which could help her forgive you. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
11. Don't pressure them. If you genuinely want to get back together with this person, then you've got to be willing to make the first move. If you're too pushy, the woman might become defensive and push you away. Instead, show her that you're willing to do whatever it takes to have a real relationship with her. Don't make negative comments about her past relationships or recent events in her life, as this may make her feel uncomfortable and wary. Also, don't be afraid to drop hints about how much you care about her, as this will show that you're sincere and not trying to rush things.
12. Accept their decision. Acknowledge the fact that she is upset, but also be transparent about your own feelings about the situation. This can help you realize where your own insecurities come from and why they're impacting both of your lives.
13. Learn from your mistake. However, if you acknowledge that you made a mistake by ghosting, you can take steps to make amends. One way is to apologize for your actions and seek forgiveness. By doing so, you can build trust with your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend and show that you are willing to learn from your mistake. Another option is to reach out and try to reconnect with your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend.
14. Move on. If you ghosted your ex and want her back, then you need to move on. It will be much more difficult to win her back if you are only present because you feel guilty. If you're actively attempting to reconnect with her, she'll be more likely to give you another chance. Unless she says she wants to get back with you yet continues to push you away, there could be a variety of reasons for this. Perhaps she doesn't believe the two of you can work out. Maybe she's just too preoccupied with other things in her life. Whatever the reason is up to her, not you. It's best for both of your emotional well-being if she moves on from this.
15. Don't give up. If you ghosted a date and want to get back in contact with her, then don't give up. There are a couple of things you can do. First, make sure you're texting the right person. If she doesn't reply, then she probably isn't interested in getting back together with you. Second, send a message that's short and sweet. Just keep it simple and to the point. You don't need to tell her everything about your life, just let her know you miss her and want to get back together. Finally, be patient. As they say, all things come to those who wait. Subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching this video.